Alright, 6 o'clock, Thursday night, September 13th, and we are just leaving the fantastic North Fork supermarket where I got some beer and some water and Gatorade and a few sandwiches for my dinner tonight, and that's it. And we are headed towards the Minarets Road to Granite Creek Roadhead. Weather is excellent, warm. Forecast is superb all week, so it looks like we're going to have some really great weather. And the Minarets Road is right up here, just about a mile or so. That's where it begins. We are in the geographic center of California, North Fork.
This is now South Fork, isn't it?
Yeah, this is now South Fork. We just entered into South Fork.
I think so.
And this is a logging town and a bunch of Indians live here. We are now entering the Minarets Road, right here.
Remember?
Yeah.
The Chiquito Pass.
It's the National Scenic Byway.
I remember. You took your truck.
Indian Creek elevation 2,640 feet. And it's not like we're fighting traffic out here.
No traffic jams.
No traffic jams. Not here. Interestingly enough, up ahead here there is a Indian yoga retreat. Some high-end yoga retreat, which I will try to get a shot of. Here we go. This is it. This is the National Scenic Byway, Sierra Vista. Right there.
Way to go.
Well, here we are on the Minarets Road.
Check this sign. Get this sign.
Mammoth Powerhouse number 8.
San
Joaquin River. We're listening to religious fanatic music. No, it's religious music. Yeah. Some kind of Christian music.
That sounds like opera.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's good enough.
And
good enough for me.
The sun is going down, and we're headed out to the view spot, this extraordinary view spot.
Right.
Which is,
we'll take a look at the view down there.
Yeah.
Take a look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Canyon.
That's the canyon.
You wouldn't want to walk down that, would you?
No. Time is 7:10, and we are at Mile High Vista. And I'm slowly panning to the Sierra Crest in the background here. Beautiful sunset. Gorgeous weather. Got a breeze, but it's warm. No fires. There's the diesel monster. We're going to grab some firewood here. Gorgeous weather. As usual, we're roughing it out here. Rugged first night's camp. Torpedo ale, sandwiches, large fire, radio. Rugged, man. I feel sorry for you. As you can see, we're really roughing it here.
Yeah.
At the roadhead. We've got this just tiny little fire going here. It's about 8 feet across.
Well, they don't run on the same track. When I came home from work about 10 days later, and the huge one in Spain had happened.
And
What determines things like that, Bernard? The ability to be able to perceive things. Some people are better than others. How come?
All right, it's Friday, September 14th, and the time is about 10:23. And we're at the Granite Creek Roadhead, and we're ready to pack up and go fill out our wilderness permit and head up the hill towards Coral Lake area, where we're going to have our first night's camp. Weather's spectacular. It's warm, probably in the high 70s. And it's going to be like this all week, according to the forecast. So we couldn't have picked a better time to come up here.
Maybe.
And yeah, as long as it's not too hot.
Yeah.
But so far so good. We had a good night's sleep. Had our usual drunken fire bacchanalia here last night, which was good. And I'm being harassed by meat bees here, so we got to get going and get to the ranger station because we want to get on the trail, as soon as we can. And I'm having some really good Cafe Trieste dark French roast supreme coffee, and that's going to be like rocket fuel for me. Oh, that's good. It's 5:52. We've arrived at our camp up above Cora Lake. This is as far as we wanted to go today. It's a good little spot. It's an opening. You get the last of the sun. Carrie's over there. I'm right there. And our fireplace is down here. And you can see, glistening through the trees down there, the biggest of the Cora Lakes down there. Oh, it isn't the biggest one?
Middle. Another one over farther.
So we got a nice little fire set up here. We're going to cook dinner. Sitting by the fire having dinner, and the only station that I can pick up here is one with that fucking abominable creature, Michael Savage. And we're listening to him ranting about the Arabs and spewing his usual hatred. So maybe I'll just turn the radio off and forget about it and just listen to the birds. It's starting to get on my fucking nerves. It's rough out here, I'll tell you. We're really roughing it. Yeah, I better have another.
What's the date today? September what?
September 14th, man. We're roughing it, baby. I'm gonna have a little brandy here.
You need half a quart?
Yeah. Take the puff off my organic American spirit tobacco here.
You know what organic? You know what that means? You just get organic cancer. Okay, we're suffering here in camp, okay? Having a spot of grande.
It's Saturday, September 15th, and it's 10:07, and we're breaking camp here at Cora Lakes and heading up over towards Post Pass and then down to Turner Lake and environs over in that side in Yosemite. And the weather's spectacular, and it's supposed to be spectacular the entire week. So we have no complaints. And I just brewed some Cafe Trieste dark French roast supreme coffee, and it is delicious. And I'm having a kind almond and coconut bar, which I think is probably the best tasting candy bar on the planet, in my opinion. Especially when you dunk them in good coffee. Had a great dinner last night, great campfire, good way to start a trip. All right, we're just about ready to break camp here. Carrie's having coffee. I'm gonna douse the fire. There's my monster pack. And here's where I slept. And here is the guy that guards it for me. He's not one of the better ones I've done. He's sort of stunted. He's got a bad leg. He might have had polio or something. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, and we wisely decided not to try to make it over Post Pass past Joe Crane Lake, which is what you're looking at right here. It's actually pretty cool. It's a beauty. And we're lucky because I don't think there's anybody here, and I'm going to soon find out as I walk around the lake and take a bath somewhere. And we found a Packer camp at the end. There's obviously been horses here because there's horse shit around. And I got a nice little spot right there. And we got a great little fireplace that Carrie's fooling with now that we put up. This was already here.
Right.
We just put the grill, the usual grill modification right there. Nice one. Very nice one. And abundance of wood around the area. So
Good water.
and good water. Good camp. Gary's going to be right over there. Would have been a serious mistake to try to make it over Post Pass today.
Go where that is.
We would have been coming into Turner in the dark, and that is not a good thing to do when you're tired. Yeah. The route that we're going to take tomorrow goes up that ramp and then behind that little rock outcropping and then up over the ridge up there. Between that little prominence right there, it goes right over there. And then Post Peak is right up there. So we're going to go up right there in the middle tomorrow when we're fresh. Gary was having extreme difficulty with the fire tonight.
Right.
Couldn't get it going, but the pyro came along. And with the trusty, I haven't even shown the fire yet, with the trusty bear flag, the bear fan, look what we got's going. And look at the wood supply in the background. That's Post Peak directly in the center of the frame, jutting up there. And that's our spectacular fire.
Yeah.
I found an enormous edible bolete. This thing is a good 8 inches across. And the good parts of it will be chopped up tonight and added to my dinner. There it is. That's a good-sized mushroom. About the size of my tennis shoe. It's Sunday, September 16th, 2012, and the time is 10 o'clock. And we're getting ready to pull out of Crane Lake over the pass up here down to Turner Lake. And we actually had a decent fire until midnight last night. The wood around here is not too good, but we managed to get a decent fire going. We had a great dinner. And there was nobody here last night. We had the whole lake to ourselves, which is really rare because this is an overused and crowded lake during the peak season. And there's not anyone up here. It's a small but very pretty lake, and the weather's fantastic. And we got a 2-3 hour slog over the hill down to Turner Lake. Shouldn't be too bad. Yesterday was brutal. Today should be nice. So I'm just going to finish doing my journal entry here and smoke a American Spirit organic tobacco cigarette, and we're on our way. All right, I'm doing the final walk through the camp to check for lost items. I'm gonna have to haul that up over the hill. And I had a very comfortable sleeping spot. And there's Joe Crane SRM. Guarding my spot from evil. We are going in the lowest point in the center of the frame, following that green draw up, and that's Post Peak in the center of the frame.
No, I think Post Peak's on the left.
Oh, it's on the left? Okay. Straight ahead.
That's the spur.
The spur, yeah. Straight ahead of the minarets. And down below is Joe Crane Lake. And that's the Sierra Crest in the background.
That thing with the ramp is Mount Banner. The one to the right of it is Mount Ritter.
We have to head up that hill, up that scree, talus, up over to the lowest point up there. That's where the path is. Spectacular view up here. Really nice. And the weather is incredible. We just came up to that little green notch there. There where my pack is. Time is 4:21 and we just walked in to our old base camp. Actually, it wasn't really a base camp. We didn't stay here that long. At Turner Lake. Carrie's up there. I found my old bed spot, which is right here. And I found what's left of the Seven Rock Man. So everything is here to form the Seven Rock Man. And I will form him for you, show you. Here's the body. There's the head. There's the thorax. These are the arms. And these are the legs. And there's the Seven Rock Man. Unbelievable. Still there. Not quite untouched, but still there. Lake is right down there. It's a little bit of a haul to get water, but it's not that bad. Beautiful fucking camp. Sundown at the camp. There's my flop right there. And I moved the Seven Rock Man to keep him protected from the runoff. There he is, right there.
Free flat repairs and more for the entire life of the tire. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the
That's
right
my
things and
eating area where I prepare food and eat.
Great deal at our fall tire sale. Hurry, our biggest sale of the year is October 31st.
Massive wood supply as usual, and there's more. Onions, shallots, porcini mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes, tomato paste, and Trader Joe's egg pappardelle pasta. Dinner time. Right in the center of the frame is the most pyramidal-shaped rock formation I think I've ever seen out here. It's the block pyramid in the exact center of the frame. Today is Monday, September 17th. Got a little bit of jet cone overhead. I'm having a cup of Cafe Trieste Dark French Roast Supreme. And I'm about to head up in that direction to the Enchanted Valley for a day hike, a leisurely day hike, and some photography because it is very, very photographic. And the weather is just phenomenal. Got a little cold last night. Tonight I'm going to bundle up a little more than I did last night, but other than that, it's just fantastic. I mean, I'm not complaining about that either, but for this time of year, you cannot beat this weather. I mean, it's 10:30 and it's already warm out, and we are probably around 9,000 feet, so should be a great day hike. I'm starting my day hike, and our encampment is up in those rocks up there, and I'm just crossing over here at the outlet of Turner Lake. The last time we were here 3 years ago, the weather was really bad. It was unseasonably cold and terribly windy. So all we spent most of our time doing was huddling around the campfire. I don't think I went in the lake once. I'm not going to swim in this lake because we get our water out of here. I'm going to go up to the Enchanted Valley where these tarns are. But here is Turner Lake, and it's quite pretty. Well, I'm down at the bottom, and I'm heading over to these little lakelets. And this is just a gorgeous little valley. Just beautiful. Right up in the center, I'll point to it with my finger. Right there, there's a little snowpack. I mean, just a bunch of snow choked in a gully, and that is what is producing this wonderful little brook. It goes in and feeds these little lakelets down here. Wow, it doesn't get much prettier than this. This is the biggest of the lakelets down here, and it's deep. It's probably 30 feet deep or more, as you can see. That's about as pristine as it gets. Well, I'm going to bid this splendid, enchanted little lake valley farewell. Well, I don't know when I'll get up here again. Hopefully I will. It's hard to get up here. You really have to work at it, especially if you want to stay up here for any length of time. So I'm going to head out of here and go up that little pass right up there where those trees are. That's the convenient little green chute I'm going to take up. As you can see, it goes up that way and it zigs back towards the summit. Easy. This is a really good perspective of that enchanted little lake valley that I just walked out of. Gorgeous place, really. That's pretty splendid. This is the end, or the beginning, depending upon your point of view, of a very, very long canyon that goes all the way down basically to the rim of Yosemite Valley. And that's Isberg Pass. That's the way we came in, and that's the way we're going out. From down here. Our camp's right down there. But you should see, stupendously big canyon. Red Peak. This is the head wall of Triple Divide Peak and part of the Clark Range. And this is another enchanted little Japanese Buddhist garden valley. I like to describe them. I'm going to walk down it because I'm heading back to camp. I'm going to do like a little walk around the lake, I think. And that'll be my day. Our camp is down below there, about 3/4 of a mile. These little rivulets are running down in several channels, one there and one is draining down into this little pool right here. And the whole place is just filled with these little pools, and they get better as you go down further. The pools culminate right down the bottom there, right about down there. And that's where I took my bath today. And then it just goes over the side down to the outlet of Turner Lake. Three years ago, when I hiked this, I was shooting it coming up, and I tripped over a branch and really badly sprained my ankle. I had to limp out of here. There's my bathing pool, right there. That big one. And it was very nice, I have to admit. Right there. Not a bad place to take a bath. Not a bad place at all. What a hike, man. Anyway, our camp is right down there. Where I'm pointing. So I'm just going to angle my way down here, and then I'm going to walk around the lake, I think, today, since I have not yet done that. So, spectacular hike. Absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't be better. That's why we come out here. Our camp is right down there. I'm zoomed out now. There's the lake. Okay, this is going to be a little shaky, but our camp is right where my finger is pointing. right there. And you can almost see Carrie walking around. Left of the old fisherman's camp. It's gone. Our camp is right up there. It's 10:10, and today is September 18th, Tuesday. We're about ready to head off for a day hike over that way, over to Red Devil Lake area and some mystery lakes that we found on the map. And we're going to just do it's about a 6-miler, do that, and then tomorrow we're out of here. We're going to head back to Joe Crane Lake, and then somewhere down the canyon, and then out on Friday. That's it. Very successful trip, fantastic weather. Couldn't be better. All right, this is the canyon. We're going to catch the trail right down here somewhere, right down the bottom here. I'm being buzzed by lots of yellow jackets. It's starting to get on my nerves. I was bit by one, or stung by one yesterday. I'm going to put some DEET on. Okay, we're coming up. This is the path that separates one watershed from another. Going over to Red Devil Lake and Red Pass. So we should get some nice little vistas here in a second. Pretty cool. There's Red Peak. Gray Peak. And in the center of the red frame, or in the center of the Red Peak, in the center of the frame is Red Peak. We're at the ridge path that separates Isberg Meadow, the head wall, and Red Devil Lake and Red Pass that drains down the canyon, and then all the way down San Joaquin, all the way down towards Yosemite. And you can see the peaks over there. Bench Canyon's over that way, over that ridge over there. We're not doing that this trip, obviously. Gorgeous area and remote. Nobody's out here. We haven't seen one person on this trip. None. Right, that little patch of blue in the center of the frame is the end of the Mystery Lake, and it proceeds along. It's down the bottom of the canyon, and it's a nice little area.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie's hat Right above Carrie's hat, that low point up on the ridge up there is Red Pass.
Red Peak Pass.
Red Peak Pass.
That is Red Peak.
Reached the lake. This is the outlet. I was going to walk around, but that scree over there, that talus, that big talus, is very tedious. So I think I'm just going to walk this side of the lake to the end of the green over there, and that's it. There's an old fisherman's camp over here. There's no wood here. I don't know why anybody would want to camp here, and it's too close to the lake. I'll pick it up when I get over there. I'm walking around Turner. I'm seeing lots of bear shit, so there's a bear that lives down this end. I'm seeing him over at our end now. Boy, it's rough out here. Got classical music playing on the radio. Sun's about to go down just below the bridge up here. Just had our last dinner here at Turner Lake, and we're going to have a nice little fire tonight. And we came down from up there today, down the valley, and then back up here. The sun's going down. Okay, it's Wednesday, September 19th, and it's 10:15, and we're about to pull out of here in 15 minutes. This is our last day at Turner Lake, and it was a great camp, and weather is just unbelievable. Not a cloud in the sky, warm, and we're going to go cross-country over to Joe Crane Lake to a much better camp than we had the first time we went to Joe Crane Lake on this trip. Now I'm having some strong coffee, and I did something I shouldn't have done last night and didn't sleep very well, but hey. We're about to pull out of camp, and I'm going to walk over to my spot. And this time, I put the one that we found here, that we left here 3 years ago. I had him exposed, and I found all the rocks. He was still there, but he was all discombobulated. So I put him over here. And there he is, protecting my sleeping spot from evil. We're at the cutoff just below Post Pass, which is right there. And our destination is that shit heap right in the center of the frame down there. We're going to just thread our way down wherever we can find grass all the way down to it and just aim directly at that. And right there is the little notch that has a little hobbit trail that goes steeply down to Joe Crane Lake. Minarets and Mount Ritter in the background. It's 3:30 and we're at Joe Crane Lake, and I found our old camp. This is our fire ring. It's a pre-existing fire ring. It doesn't look as though anybody has camped here since we were here last. And remarkably enough, over near my sleeping spot, what did I find? Totally intact. This was where I slept, right here. And my buddy, the SRM from 2009, undisturbed and untouched. This is our fireplace here at Joe Crane Lake. As you can see, there's tables. We have our usual two-pot setup going here. Unfortunately, the wood here is marginal.
It'll have to do.
But it'll have to do. We've got plenty of it, and I've got a fan, so we will have a fire tonight. I'm sleeping over here. Right there. Nice spot. Carrie's gonna sleep over there. And the lake is right down there. This is the little valley behind Joe Crane Lake that goes up to where we did the cross country today. Now that's how you do a campfire. That's about 4 feet of fire. I know it's not politically correct, but I don't give a fuck.
Only possible with this fire. Talk about getting heated up.
Now that's a midnight log.
Now this is a midnight log.
This fireplace is about 6 feet long
Right,
and about 3 feet wide.
right. It's the only one that there is. There's nothing like this. And there's nothing. You can't find anything like this.
Now that's a fire. This fire ring is surrounded by logs on all sides, and then a big stone, flat stone rock here, and clearly a very cool last night's fire. It's not soundtrack music. We're just sitting next to the fire. It's our last night's fire here at Turner Lake, so we're dreaming the coals right now. I don't want to get the lens too close. It might pop because it's cold out. All right, it's Thursday, September 20th, 2012, and it's 11 o'clock. We're going to pull out of here in about 15 minutes and head down canyon to the best spot that we can get closest to the roadhead, and that's our goal for the day. And we had a great day yesterday, easy day over the pass and down to Joe Crane from Turner. And this trip has been spectacular. Some of the best weather I've ever experienced in all my years of backpacking on this trip. It's phenomenal for September, middle of September. So all in all, this has been a fantastic trip. And I'll be doing my usual final walk through the camp to make sure we didn't leave anything down here. Sometimes I leave stuff around the fire when I have a little too much brandy at night. Fire's out, as usual. I'm all packed up. Carrie's over there packing up. And of course, my friend and protector, Seven Rock Man. Time is 4:46 and we just got back into our table camp. Did a 10-mile day from Joe Crane all the way down to the roadhead. We figured that'd be a better use of time, better strategy. That way we can sleep here tonight and drive back tomorrow. And I found my 2 beers that I stashed in this fucking jet. I'm so sick of hearing jets. All we've heard was jets this whole trip. Anyway, I'm drinking a Sierra Nevada Torpedo Ale. Fuck you! And that's going to make it all better, I'll tell you. I put it amongst the rocks up here, and it's cold. There's no water around here, so we couldn't stick it in a creek. So I hit it in the rocks, and it's absolutely cold here. So very successful trip, fantastic weather. Only complaint I had about it is that the air traffic was very annoying. A lot of air traffic.
Like you can hear now.
Yeah, just like that, every day, unfortunately. I don't know, and those are military jets. I don't know why there's so many military jets around here. It's strange. Because the commercial airliners you don't even hear. But these fucking jet jockeys are flying around here all the time for some reason. So, fabulous trip, and here we go, Sierra Nevada Torpedo. And I'm going to give a little hammer here. My last night's dinner, chicken curry at the roadhead.